My father died of cancer. My stepfather died of heart disease. My mother has severe osteoporosis. My sister-in-law is diabetic. A friend of mine was just diagnosed with breast cancer. My neighbor's on heart medicines and cholesterol-lowering drugs. All this sound familiar? What's not so familiar is that these health problems were caused by eating habits. In fact, eating is the biggest cause of disease, disabilities, and death in the U.S. today. Just ask Dr. Joseph Crow, a doctor at the Cleveland Clinic Foundation. Dr. Crow had no family history of heart disease. He was fit, did not smoke, and had a total cholesterol of just 156 when he suddenly experienced a heart attack at the age of 44.
In fact, I was about as close as you can get to not seeing tomorrow, so to speak.
Instead of dangerous surgery, Dr. Esselstyn, a colleague at the Cleveland Clinic and one of the world's leading authorities in heart disease reversal, told him to simply change his diet.
It was a big change in the diet, and it was reflected in my blood work.
Dr. Crow's heart disease was completely reversed. This picture shows the diseased, shriveled artery on the left and his healed artery on the right. Dramatic proof of how a plant-based diet heals from within. Dr. Neil Pinckney knows something about clogged arteries. His father died of heart disease at the age of 59. At the age of 58, Dr. Pinckney almost met the same fate when he discovered that his main coronary artery was 100% blocked and the other two were 90 and 85% blocked. His cardiologist told him he needed emergency bypass surgery or he would die. He decided to save his own life by walking away from that surgery.
My angina, the pain that was so severe, within 2 weeks it was almost all gone. Within 2 months it was completely gone, and I started walking up. I couldn't walk 200 feet without severe pain and have to sit down. And just 3 months later, I was walking 2 miles up a steep hill with no pain. 7 months after I started this program, I finished in the middle of the pack of an 8.2-mile Great Aloha run, and I had never run a race before in my life.
Not only do you escape stroke and heart attack, but this also would include obesity, hypertension, adult onset diabetes, and the common Western cancers of breast in the female, prostate in the male, and colon in both. So I think the spin-offs here, in terms of overall health, are extremely profound.
It can't be cancer. I'm too healthy. I'm a marathoner, for God's sake. I can't have cancer. This lump is something else. I was horrified, mortified, felt betrayed by my body, thought this can't be happening.
Plant-based diets also cure adult onset diabetes, as well as many other diseases. The American Diabetes Association will tell you there is no cure for adult onset diabetes, which simply means there is no drug that will cure the disease. And yet, adult onset diabetes is easily and quickly cured with a change in diet and lifestyle.
They come in and get on this program, and in 24 hours, they have cut their insulin by half. On day number 5 or 6, they don't need insulin at all, ever again.
In most cases, 5 to 7 days. We have a few cases that are particularly severe. It might take 2 weeks.
We find in 5 to 7 days someone with type 2 diabetes, if they eat a 100% plant-based diet, they're no longer on insulin. I haven't seen that not happen.
You don't have people come in with lupus and multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's and chronic fatigue syndrome and schizophrenia and obesity and diabetes and arthritis and osteoporosis and on and on. People with multiple sclerosis. I mean, some of them have even gone blind from these things, and we have reversed blindness from it.
You might be asking, why doesn't my doctor know about the powerful effects of diet? Simply put, They haven't been trained in plant-based nutrition.
We are not educated, we are not trained, and we are not in any way supported to work with our patient population in terms of education, disease prevention, and wellness.
This may surprise you, but we grow far more food to feed the animals we eat than we grow to feed ourselves. Farm animals consume 80% of American corn, 80% of American grain, and over 95% of American oats. 87% of our total agricultural land is dedicated to raising the animals we eat. That's almost half of the entire landmass in the U.S. Ironically, there is plenty of food for the animals we eat, but not enough food for the millions of starving people throughout the world. You now have an opportunity to do something great, not just for yourself, but for your children and generations to come. The simple act of changing your diet will not only give you a healthier and longer life, but will help reverse an eating habit that's destroying the very fabric of our lives. It all starts with one person. And if enough people change their diets, our modern eating habit can be transformed into something we can all be proud of, that not only benefits our bodies, but the world we live in. Thank you for joining me today.